talking about ladies. This is the sexy talking to you. I don't do nothing but tell the truth. Well, they thought this dude might learn a lesson, but I didn't learn a thing at all. While late last night I was out there messing with a lady that was 7 feet tall. Now that was a big one. So I said, hey baby, spend the night at my house. She said,
No way, you jive little
I
mouse.
said, hey there, baby, can't take no more. So she threw me on the floor in a figure of 4, singing jive so pro, a jive so pro. And you always lie to your friends. You're a jive so pro, a jive so pro. And you never get nothing in the end. Hey, wait a minute, everybody. I ain't no jive so pro. Now come on up, man, and break it down for the sister. Sooner or later you'll see the light. You gotta stop your job on a Monday night. If we catch you lying, we got the cure. We'll sing this song in a way for sure. You're a jive so pro, a jive so pro, and you're always
The face of the WWE.
I'm the face of the company is what I knew.
Let me tell you something about
JP, Mr.
Yeah.
Negative. Favorite movie is Dr. Boolittle. I've got to disagree with everything that everybody else is saying. Let me tell you something.
Look,
You better take that
here's-
awesome right off my rant music, all right? If you were not a woman, oops.
I'll
tell you something, Michael. He's a fighting champion, greatest champion I've ever seen. My belt buckle's too tight. She should be on it, though, AJ, and I love her so much. She's my favorite. She's my new favorite. She's past Sunny as my favorite. No G. Mr. Minor Interruption over here. The Cleveland Steamers. I want to see what the experts have to say about what I just watched.
You can listen to the face of the WWA every week on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at WWA Show.
All right, and welcome back to Wrestling Attitude with the two chipmunks. No, just kidding.
There's two now?
It was just me and you, dude.
Oh, okay.
Who you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about Alvin.
All right, so before the break, we were talking about Raw. We're getting you ready for the Rumble. I can't believe it's Rumble time already. And
I love this time.
I do, but have you seen the card for the Rumble?
Yeah, it's crappy. Like they're
It's
not
horrible.
done yet.
It's horrible. Even if you add a match, what do you add? Rusev versus Ryback, maybe? I mean, you could do that, but even if you add that match to it, it's going to be horrible. Yeah, who you going to add?
But aren't normally...
Who are you going to add for the IC belt? You going to add Barrett versus Ziggler? Or Barrett versus somebody? That's going to be bad because there's no build-up.
But isn't it normally bad, though, at the Rumble? Like, there's only, like, 2 matches.
Do you
really...
remember...
No, but there's only really 2 matches to look forward to. The Rumble and, like, the title picture. That's it. That's how it's always been, right? I mean, that's how I always remembered it as. I mean, there have been Rumbles where the card has been amazing, but a lot of the ones I've watched, the only 2 ones I cared about were the title and the Royal Rumble. And the Royal Rumble better be main event. I don't care if it's Cena, Lesnar.
No, that could be last. I could see it going that last or vice versa. I could see that going last, though.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, last year we had Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan, you remember? Begin the broadcast. That was a pretty good match. I mean, Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan was pretty good to start the match. Then you had Big Show and Lesnar. You remember?
Yeah.
That was horrible. You had Orton beating John Cena to retain the World Heavyweight title. That was a good, match there. Is that all the matches you had?
Didn't CM Punk have something other than the Rumble?
You had the pre-show. You had New Age Outlaws defeated Goldust.
Golden Star,
right.
yeah.
Gold and Cody Rhodes. It wasn't Stardust yet.
It wasn't. Yeah, because they won the titles. I remember that.
I mean, that was decent. Not great. I mean, this year, just there should be. I don't know. I think the matches could be better.
Yeah, but I mean, like I've always seen it that way. I mean, there have been years where it's just been an amazing card, but lately, I mean, the past few Rumbles have been like that. They have. I mean, the past few years have been like that. Where there's only about 2 or 3 matches you really care about. I mean, you know, it happens, and but I still love this time of year because this is where everything goes together. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you're going to see an appearance by Sting. Don't know where, don't know when, but you're going to see it. You're going to see an appearance. Maybe in the scene, in the title picture. Never know. Going to see something.
But is that really going out on a limb?
Well, yeah, because he was just on Raw this week. I feel like if they do it, it'll be a little early because they need to stretch it out as much as they can. Because you're not going to see him wrestle until WrestleMania. I don't want to see him wrestle till WrestleMania. Because it's Sting. You need to hold it. You need to make it fresh. And, you know, like, if we see him wrestle before WrestleMania, it's not going to be cool. It's not going to be very unique and very special.
That's not true. No, I think you can have him wrestle at the Rumble and WrestleMania. I think you can have him wrestle twice. Yeah, he's not a wrestler at the Rumble, though.
No.
He's not having a match at the Rumble. All right.
Unless he enters himself.
Unless they really want to have him wrestle at Fastlane, the next pay-per-view, which I do not see it happening. Maybe because it's the first pay-per-view of Fastlane. Maybe they want to make an impression and have it, you know, have a match with Sting at Fastlane.
I think the best way to do it is let him wrestle at WrestleMania and then let him wrestle wherever. Like if you want him to do Extreme Rules or another match, fine. But that's it. Like I don't think you should have him wrestle before WrestleMania. But yeah. No, so but the card looks pretty good for Royal Rumble. Well, I mean not great, but
dude, it does not look good to me.
Oh, there's two matches I'm looking forward to. The Rumble and the title, which is what I always look forward to during Rumble time. Right. So
yeah, but dude, I mean, here's the card. You got 30-man Battle Warrior Rumble, first of all. Mm-hmm. First of all, I remember them saying before the year that it was going to be 40 men.
They lied.
Whatever. Okay. World title match, Lesnar, Rollins, and Cena. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. We got Usos versus Miz and Mizdow, Part 8. Okay? Which I'm okay with that, but add some new blood to this tag team match. Yeah. Why not have Cesaro and Tyson Kidd instead? Why not have, you know, Heath Slater's back? And yeah, why not bring up the Tiger Lugo Uchos, or whatever they're called, the Lucha Dragons?
The Lucha Dragons.
Okay, Lucha Dragons. Why don't you have, I know they're NXT, but
because they're the tag team champions right now. You can't bring them up.
My point is there's other things you can do.
There's many.
The Vol villains. The Claw villains?
The VOD villains.
All right, whatever.
Don't act like that.
Whatever.
You know them more than I know.
You know, have them get some new blood in this tag team division. New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension. Really? I'm okay with this match. I'm good with this. But then you got Paige and Natalya versus the Bellas.
That I'm not happy about.
You got Nikki Bella, a Divas champion, is wrestling with her sister versus Natalya and Paige. Why? Because of Total Divas.
Yeah.
What did I just preach about 2 weeks ago? Stop putting Total Divas storylines on as the main event. This should not even be on the card.
But what I think you're going to see at WrestleMania, you're going to see those two split up, and they're going to have a match against each other.
We said that before, though.
You're going to see... But you're going to see it. Like, I think that's what's going to happen, is that Brie is finally going to split with her sister, and she's going to win the title. I could see it happen.
She already did.
Brie?
She already split from her sister, and then they put them back together. Like nothing happened. And they don't even say anything about it. It's horrible storyline with these two.
That is what makes no sense, is that they just... I mean, they had a great feud, and then it was like, nope, never happened.
and then you got the New Day versus Rose, Cesaro, and Kid.
That's an okay starter for me. That's an okay starting match. I'm okay with that.
Why are you okay with that? Why? Tell me why this makes a good tag match to start. Tell me why this is a good match to start a pay-per-view off with.
Well, I mean, it gets
Who
them
cares?
going.
Who? It gets them three going? Yeah, that's about it. Who is going to watch the kickoff match?
Okay, then what would you put as the kickoff match if you say...
You need a good match. Not great match. You need something, even the first match of the night. What's going to be your first match of the night? Probably the Usos versus Miz and Miz style. That'll probably be your first match.
Yeah.
Because you can't start with New Age Outlaws and Ascension.
No.
You can't start with Paige and Natalya. And you sure can't start with Lesnar and Rollins versus Cena. You can't do it.
No, you can't do that.
And then you got the Rumble. You can't do that first. What's going to be your first match? So you're going to tell me, okay, your kickoff match is going to be New Day versus Rose and Cesaro and them. What's going to be your first match of the night? Mizdow, right? It's got to be. That's the only other match you can have. I mean, you need to have a good match to start the show. If you don't have on the kickoff, like I said before, when we did the WLC, what was so great about the WLC? It got people going, got them ready for the main event or the pay-per-view to start. I'm not saying have a world title match, but at least have something better than the New Day versus Rose, Cesaro, and Kid.
Well, the one thing I like about it is that there is build-up to this match because they've had already, they're in a little bit of a feud right now, which is good. At least it makes sense is all I'm saying.
Adam Rose shouldn't be a part of this. I don't know why he's in a deal with this. The last time we saw Adam Rose, he had issue with his bunny, which they never did anything with.
And now now the bunny's basically dead.
So that's why come on.
What do you expect? What do you expect from the WWE?
I expect a little bit better writing than this. As far as it's the Royal Rumble, and this is how you're going to start the pay-per-view. I just think the beginning of the Rumble is going to be horrible. The beginning is going to be horrible. Maybe the ending will be great, but I think once you get past the Miz and Mizdow match, if it's even good, it might not. It might be 2-3 minutes because the last time they wrestled, it was like 2-3 minutes long at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So it might be a short match, which I doubt, but. I mean, what other match can go longer than 5 minutes? Think about it. New Day and Rose and them can't go more than 5 minutes because everybody will be asleep. You can't do New Age Outlaws versus Ascension. No. Everybody will be asleep because they don't want to see the Ascension wrestle. You got Paige and Natalya versus Bellas. That's going to be about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, so that's going to leave your world title match and the tag match. That's going to have to be 15-20 minutes.
Well, then we got more.
They're probably
they're gonna add at least 2 more.
My problem with that though, you put Barrett in a match for the IC belt. Who's him fight?
Probably Ziggler.
Who's Rusev gonna fight if you put him in a match?
Probably
which I doubt they will. Yeah, if they put him in a match, but there's nothing been announced. Raw. It's Friday. The pay-per-view Sunday.
Yeah.
It's too late. Don't add a match last second because you didn't do it right. Just the prep going into it didn't feel right to me. But anyway, let's get into the show. Like I just mentioned, we got the New Day versus Rose, Cesaro, and Kid. And, of course, since you lost my games, you go first. And
Yay.
JP goes second.
Yay. I love going first.
You have won from going first.
Yeah. I'm going to pick the New Day.
Okay.
Wait.
That's Kofi and them.
No.
You going with Kofi and them?
No. I'm going with the Masters, whatever they want to call themselves, and Rose.